Do we want to make Tybalt into a creature? Gets +1/+1, right? It can attack. I mean, why not? Wait, it doesn't get +1/+1? For each counter on it. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, of course we're not going to trade here. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing Luxior 4-color Planeswalker list. Before we get into the deck list though, I would like to ask everyone who hasn't subscribed yet but is constantly watching the videos to subscribe. It's the smallest form of support for a small content creator like myself. It'll help me out greatly. Also, like the videos if you've been enjoying the content. I know so many of you have been interacting with me, have been enjoying the content, enjoying the variety, enjoying what I make and what I bring to the channel and what I bring to you guys. And I am very grateful for all of you guys' support. No matter what kind of support it is, it's all very much appreciated. With that being said, let's get right into the list. So it's a standard best of 3 list. I haven't played best of 3 in a bit, and for a mid-range deck that runs 4 colors, best of 3 is pretty good. 4-color Planeswalkers. It has an average converted mana value of 2.7, 2 creatures, 33 non-creatures, and 25 lands. Now, the only thing I struggled with this deck was the fact that I ran 26 lands. We just flooded every game. I literally played for like 5 hours, and I flooded every game, every match, every game of every match. So I knocked it down to 25, and that was the sweet spot for the deck. And we also have like some hidden cards here and there that can actually cycle through our hand and either discard the lands or top deck some lands. So let's get right into the list. We're running Voltage Surge. We have Luxior here. Sometimes we sacrifice it to use the Voltage Surge. Sometimes the card is just not really valuable for us at that specific moment. So we have that. We also have Fable, which we can use their treasures to sacrifice. We also have Celestis, which we can use to sacrifice. So if we have 2 Celestises, one on the battlefield and one in hand, we can use that to sacrifice it as well, which is pretty good. We're running Luxior Giada's Gift. Obviously, it's a legendary artifact for 1 mana, which is pretty good. It's a Planeswalker card, so you know me, I'm a Planeswalker guy. It's my favorite theme, you know, so I had to try it out. It's pretty decent. It's pretty good. There are some instances where the card is like kind of underwhelming, but there are some instances where the card is actually very good. So that's pretty good. If you're playing against a Goldspan Dragon deck, for example, or a deck that has flyers, if you equip this onto your Planeswalkers, they can no longer kill your Planeswalkers, and that's what makes it very good. But obviously your Planeswalkers are going to be vulnerable to basically removal spells. So there are some instances here and there where the card performs. 2 Tybalts, a top-end Planeswalker, best Planeswalker at the moment, with a close second when it comes to the Wandering Emperor, in my opinion. We're playing 2 Thundering Rebukes, very decent 2 mana burn spell that can deal with a lot of things. 2 Vanishing Verses. We obviously have the colors. We're relying heavy on the Triomes here, so the Triomes can unlock this entire colored deck. So 2 Vanishing Verses, very versatile removal spell. 1 Tainted Indulgence, which is pretty good as well. It can help recycle through our hand, and that's why we have it in the deck. And later on in the game, when we have a lot of things in the graveyard, we can actually draw 2. So that's a draw spell. 3 Expressive Iterations, very important, the best draw spell for a long time at the moment. So Expressive Iterations, and as well we have the colors. The thing is, if you look at the 2-drop slot and you see like blue-red, blue-black, and then black-white here, you're like, that's a nightmare. We're never going to cast these. Yes, you are. The Expressive Iteration, you don't need to cast this on turn 3. You have Fable. You need to cast the Fable on turn 3, or the Celestis on turn 3. You don't need to cast this on turn 3. You cast this when you're running out of fuel, so which is like a little later on down the road in the game, and by then you'd have your colors and you can comfortably cast it. Same goes for Vanishing Verse. You have early on removal. You have red, right? So you don't really need Vanishing Verse. Vanishing Verse here is just to like deal with stuff that our deck can't really deal with, like for example Planeswalkers, for example Goldspan, Haster, anything like that. You don't need to cast this on turn 2, and a lot of times you're going to play your lands based on what you have in hand, and based on obviously what you have in the deck. You obviously are going to need double black and double white, and then one red and one blue, but you're going to play your lands depending on what you have in hand. So if you have an expressive iteration in hand, you have to make sure you have your red and blue unlocked. If you have a vanishing verse in hand, you're going to play accordingly. So excuse me, don't worry too much about having a lot of different colored cards. Also, 2 Meat Hook Massacre, extra necessary for Fable, ramps, cycles through the hand, draws, creates, tokens, which is pretty good. 1 Rowan and Will, a very versatile Planeswalker when it comes to like turn 5, not really all that impactful, so that's why we only have 1 of them. Kato here, Kato is very good. We obviously don't have a creature besides Valky on turn 2, so sometimes you can work it out with Kato and Valky, but at the same time, even if you don't have a creature on turn 2, you can play the Kato, you can make the Ninja, and Kato can pretty much just help you out a lot here. 2 Celestis, 2 Wandering Emperors, 2 Sorns, 1 Teferi, and they actually did fix the Teferi bug here, so that's pretty good. Now, for all you Teferi lovers, you can play this card, and it works now, because I've experienced the bug in one of my previous lists. Now, Teferi is fixed, but I only run 1 because I'm not a fan of the card. 2 Lulths and 2 Farewells here. Within the sideboard, we're focusing heavy on the Marduk colors with a splash of blue here and there within our colors. Also, no basics. It's a 4-color deck. I mean, sometimes you can run basics. We can actually run basics with this deck, but it'll like mess us up pretty bad. So you don't really, we haven't been seeing a lot of land destruction, so you don't worry about that. The only thing is probably Beseju, and with Beseju you can actually fetch a Xander's Lounge or a Raffian's Tower if they hit one of your lands or they hit one of your enchantments or artifacts. Within the sideboard, we're running 2 Duress, 2 Ray of Enfeeblement, 2 Vanishing Verses as well, 2 Farewells. Maybe you can cut like 1 Farewell and run a Hearse, but or mainly Farewell is such a good card. It performed amazingly well. 2 Make Disappears because we're running blue, and that's my favorite counter spell at the moment. 1 Infernal Grasp just in case we need one, and 3 Bankbusters and 1 last Meat Hook Massacre. 3 Bankbusters and 3 Expressive Iterations. Bankbuster is a value card, so if you're playing against a mid-range deck, or you're playing against control, or like a top-end kind of deck, and they have a lot of draw in their deck, you're going to need to sideboard your draw spells, right? You're going to need to sideboard your Bankbusters. Also, since they're very slow, you can actually crew your Bankbuster and attack them. Bankbuster is so good against slow decks because you're always going to be able to keep up. Yes, within our deck we have so much value. Our Planeswalkers can give us a lot of draw, a lot of value, a lot of presence, a lot of things, which is why I love Planeswalkers. But at the same time, you're going to want to sideboard heavy on the card draw and card advantage if you're playing against an Izzet deck, for example. Izzet decks, Jeskai decks, they're all about card advantage and tempo, so you need to keep up, right? You can't just slam your Planeswalkers and run out of fuel and then that you die. Basically you die to gold span. So you need, if they have Memory Deluge, you need to draw with them, right? So you have Expressive Iteration here, and you have Bankbusters, which can keep up with any deck there is, right, when it comes to card advantage. Also, Make Disappear and Duress is extra clutch against these Izzet decks, and also they're pretty good against mid-range decks as well. So you just sideboard according to what you're playing against. If you're playing against a deck that runs creatures and a lot of instants and sorceries and Planeswalkers, you can sideboard a huge variety of removal / disruption / draw. There's just so much you can do with this list. Obviously, within the sideboard, you can pretty much take out whatever you like, put in whatever you like. You know, you can do a lot of things, but this is what I've stuck with, and it's been working out greatly. This kind of sideboard deals with almost every deck, right? We have board wipes if we're running against aggro. We have an extra Meat Hook Massacre if we're running against aggro. We have things, we have utility cards against a lot of decks, right? So yeah, that does it for the deck. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the games. I have 2 games for you today, and they've been pretty fun. All the other ones I lost mainly because I was testing the deck out at 26 lands, and I kid you not, I flooded every single game. Like when I discard 2 lands with the Fable, I draw 2 lands, and that's how you lose games in Magic. So that it is what it is. The deck is very stable and it's very consistent at the moment, but at the same time it's a 4-color deck, so it's never going to be 100% consistent. You need to know how to play the deck, and you also need to know what to do. Sometimes you open with hands that can be kind of tempting, but you have to understand that you need things within that hand. So don't be afraid to take a mulligan. Don't be afraid to basically play according to what you have in hand, right? And yeah, go from there. Complex deck needs a lot of thought, a lot of decision making as well. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. If you do like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the description down below, follow the socials for early updates. And yeah, if you want to go the extra mile, you can also become a patron to support the channel. Any form of support is greatly appreciated, and I want to thank each and every one of you for interacting with me, for putting me ahead. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so if we can reach that goal, it'll be greatly appreciated. And yeah, so enjoy the gameplay. I'll see you guys later with another video. Okay, bye. All right, let's go first. All right, hand. Nothing to really like be excited about. Let's see if the fairy still has the bug. Okay. The rest. If they take the Teferi, man, like that sucks. Okay. Well, at least we have all our colors here, and hopefully our Teferi sticks around so we can actually get something from it. Okay. Nice. Nice. So if the fairy survives, we're going to test that theory out. Win the quick way or the fun. Sorin is just the better card at the moment, because it draws us cards, has board presence, it dies to Vanishing Verse, but so does the Emperor. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, let's see. Oh, they fixed it. Nice.
Some think time only flows in one direction. For the sake of all Innistrad,
Let's draw.
my will must be obeyed.
Terrible draw.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Man, what's with these lands? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Nice. Yeah, we take over from here on out because of our Planeswalkers. So Orzhov, right? Orzhov what though? Control? Nothing really to worry about, I guess. Let's take out the rebukes. Give me 2 duresses. I guess -1 on the iteration, although iteration provides us with a lot of value here. So man, all our cards are pretty decent against them, except for Orzhov. Do we need make disappear? I guess it wouldn't hurt to run one make disappear. That's the only adjustment I'm willing to make. I think our deck is pretty decent against them, to be honest. I don't think Orzhov can beat us in any way, shape, or form unless we draw terrible or we flood all lands like we did. And now we just draw nothing. Okay. Still terrible, but okay. Well, we took back the let's look at that hand, shall we? Okay. Yeah. Alright. So it's angels, but it's a terrible angels list, right? No curve of any kind, nothing. Alright. This has vigilance, so Wandering Emperor is terrible, but at the same time, Soul Shatter or Hero's Downfall. I guess we should have taken Soul Shatter now that I see their hand, but okay. No priest? No priest is fine. Yikes. No red mana. So, I mean, it happens in a deck like this. Okay, at least we get a blue source now, so we can cast the will. That's fine. Let's just get rid of this. They're going to kill our Wandering Emperor anyway. But maybe our will can draw us a red source. Righteous Valkyrie expected. Yeah, we've got nothing so far, so
I'll be back. Keep watch for intruders.
alright. That's awful for us, but Takenumar. Let's see. So the problem is our will dies. Yeah, our will definitely dies here. Maybe we just Takenoma and get the Emperor back. No, let the will die. It's okay. We need to draw that red source. Desperately, actually.
For once, rule
Yeah, sure. I know about it. Nice. Thank God.
Need to be patient.
Alright. Nice. That's all we needed. Just the red source. And we're going to be doing just fine here. Legion Angel. Okay, we're way behind. Now we're not, I guess. That Valkyrie is going to get out of hand. So they've got a Mars that can deal with our Fable here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Sure. Voltage Surge. Fine. But we only have one red source. So I guess we just cast the Voltage Surge and Takenoma. Probably get Will back so we can draw some more. Maybe the Emperor. Okay, a bit of a tempo play here. Let's get the Emperor. We need the life gain. Oh, whoops. Okay. I guess we just take their angel. Yeah, we do need that flyer desperately. That's fine. Nice. No more angels. Now Tybalt wins us the game, basically. Give me the other red source here. Do we want to make Tybalt into a creature? Gets +1/+1, right? It can attack. I mean, why not? Wait, it doesn't get +1/+1? For each counter on it. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, of course we're not going to trade here. Six.
Let's play a little game.
And that's so good. That is so good. Wandering Emperor, sure.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
Elspeth is just fine here. So if we attack with the Legion Angel, the what do we do here? We're not attacking with a Tybalt, that's for sure. We can attack them with the Hive. We can threaten them with the Legion Angel as well. Okay.
You are not much of a roadblock. Years of training for this?
Alright. Tybalt. Not anymore.
Don't try to follow.
Yeah, they're running a lot of Planeswalker hate here, so that's fine. Yep.
I've learned much during my travels.
Nice game.
You're done.
They know about it too, like they've seen it in my hand. GG's. Okay. What a terrible experience I've been having so far. I wasted the entire day trying to play this stupid deck that I ran 26 lands and I flooded every game. Like, I don't even remember how many games I played, but I flooded every game. I had to knock it down to 25 lands, and this is my first time trying it with 25 lands. Because literally, we won only one game, and the rest we just flooded in every match. Like, we just flooded. like badly, badly. Like we flooded so bad. I can't believe how other mid-range decks you can run 26 lands comfortably. Comfortably. Not even the Fable helped us. The Fable would discard 2 lands and then draw 2 lands. We just couldn't play any game. Any game. We barely survived. I'm not gonna walk into Ajwari Disruption here. Teamer. Okay. Man, what a terrible experience I've been having so far. Okay. They're probably like a gold span deck, Lear, you know, the whole thing. Counter spells, okay. Fading Hope. Alright. So yeah, I guess we're still relatively flooding here. Not really drawing anything so much here. That's funny. Yeah, gold span comes down. I mean, you know how it is. Might as well scoop at this point. And I wanted to discard the Teferi as well. I actually should have discarded Teferi here, but I was almost scooping, so... We're gonna sideboard our entire deck. Land. That's super funny.
Time for a complex plan. Let's improvise. The future looks bright for one of us.
Okay. Could have equipped the Teferi so that they won't kill it with the Prismari, but I'd rather they kill it with the Prismari than to attack us, you know? Okay, they're gonna get a gold span here. Yeah, they picked quick, either a gold span or another Titan. Planeswalkers. Yep.
It's only a matter of time.
Sure. All right. I guess we take out the Tybalt. Sure. The rest should be pretty good. Okay, 2 Titans in hand. Against us, that's pretty good for them, since they're a really slow deck here. We had to take the Memory Deluge, because that's their turn 4 play. Oh man. Okay. I think they need the Passeju here. That's why they didn't play it necessarily. Now they played it. That's why you play the Bank Buster, I guess. Let's play the Sorin here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get Titan of Industry. After that, we just farewell. So yeah, we don't play Celestis here. Just play the Sorin.
I bring order to this broken world. You deal with this annoyance.
It's very unfortunate that we didn't draw to make disappear here, but that's what they opted for. Okay. I guess reveal.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
All creatures in all graveyards. Sure.
I won't
We should have
let
drawn
this be
twice
over.
with the Sorin here. That's for sure. We definitely should have drawn twice with the Sorin. Oh, they're still gonna make treasures. They're still going to make treasures. Oh man, what a misplay. They're still going to make treasures. Okay. Alright. Well, that's something at least. It seems like 25 lands is more than enough for this deck. Not really sure how it does though, but it's been at least better than 26. At least we're not really overly flooding here. To hand, to deck, to exile. So they do have something here. Jouari, sure.
Come closer, little thing. Aren't I the generous one?
Alright, we need to win, so let's just hit him with the Bankbuster, since we also have a Vanishing Verse here. Good game. Yeah, that was a pretty decent game, not gonna lie. That was a good game. I wasn't feeling it the entire day because of how the deck, how I kept unluckily flooding with the deck early on, but I think I found the sweet spot for the deck here. So what did we learn from that game? Farewell is pretty good, but they're also running Disdainful Stroke. They're probably going to run Test of Talents right now, so that's pretty bad for us. The Test of Talents is terrible for us. Bankbuster performed insanely well. I like the deck where it is at the moment. What do we change? Nothing. I mean, we just run it back. That's it. Whoever draws better wins, I guess. This cannot be good. Okay, no white. Drew the white. No. Okay. Just in case they have Jouari. So that's pretty good. I guess we take the Jouari here. Yikes, they kept a hand like that. Yikes. Yeah. This is pretty good. Let's have him use the
Sneak right by.
rebuke here.
Bet you can't catch us.
I'm pretty sure they're going to want to use it on the Kato. Yeah, they're gonna want to use it on the Kato here.
I know something you don't know.
Titan of Industry. Man, their hand is just MTNT. But if they top deck a gold span here, we die, right? So I guess we can hold off on the iteration for a bit. Man, I was right. Holy. Oh man. You just know. You just really know. Okay.
Now, what do we
You need the
have
card
here?
advantage against a deck like that. So to hand. Okay. All right.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Okay. We're planning to Fable here, so. And Farewell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they can only discard one land because of the Titan. They'd want to play the Titan. Sure. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Bankbuster for sure. But I'll get a draw off of the Bankbuster. Let's see what they want to do though. They're going after this the Bankbuster. Yeah, Bankbuster gives us a lot of value, right? Okay. They're not gonna kill the Kato, which is pretty good.
You're good, but I'm better. I know something you don't know.
All creatures, all enchantments, and all graveyards? Sure. Pretty decent. Expressive iteration? Sure. So we gotta watch out for their Hall here. Hall can be pretty troubling. Kato put in a lot of work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they have to sacrifice that. That's fine. So I guess Kato dies if they hit the Kato here. Yeah, they're in desperation mode now. Yep.
I learned what I needed to.
I will show you what aren't I
We need to hold up the verse here, even if they play a Hall. It's far from over, that's for sure. Okay. 1, 2 has ward 3, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's not enough, so we're just jumping here, I guess. Even with playing the Loath, it wasn't really all that mana efficient for us to keep up the Vanishing Verse for a Hall here. Okay.
My children will take care of you.
It's pretty good. Not gonna attack, just in case they overwhelm us here. Okay. Tybalt. They probably have, man, look at these draws. Man, it's so good that I knocked it down to 25 lands. Now at least we can draw, right?
You're at you.
Yeah, disdainful stroke. No. Oh my god, what do you have in hand?
Chaos is my career. Let's play a little game.
1-2, 1-2. Let's not attack just yet. Let's play a little slow. Patience is key. If they, I'm fearing a gold span, but that's game. Yeah, they're not drawing anything, and our hand is stacked. GG's.